seen in two ways, either as cruelty or conservation. People either think zoos are beneficial for animals, and others think they're unfair. Zoologists study animals and build habitats that closely mimic their environment, as well as helping them in several ways. Many zoos also act as a sanctuary, where they aid animals in need and provide them with love and care. Many animals in zoos are not able to survive in their natural environment by themselves because of either health issues or poachers killing off their species. Zoos and sanctuaries are really the saving grace for endangered species in this generation, as they're going to help repopulate the environment. Zoology emerged from the days of Aristotle and Galen in ancient Roman days. Zoological thoughts were revolutionized in Europe due to people having curiosity about how animals behave in captivity. Over the 18th, 19th, and 20th century, zoology increasingly became more and more popular. Explorer Alexander von Humboldt investigated the interactions between organisms and their environment. The first real zoo established was by Queen Hatshepsut in 1500 BC. She was the Queen of Egypt, and she would collect animals from all over Africa. Later, Emperor Wenwang of China built a zoo that was spread over 1,500 acres, and it had animals from all over his empire. He named it the Garden of Intelligence. Today, the oldest zoo that is still around is in Vienna, which was built by Emperor Franz Joseph for his wife. The first zoo that was built in America is the Philadelphia Zoo. It was established in March 21st, 1859, and it's 42 acres, and it's the home of nearly 1,300 animals, and many of them are either rare or endangered. Zoos have a way of really showing off wild animals' features and characteristics, but at the same time, they have a way of preservation for animals in bad conditions that make it impossible for them to survive on their own. Animals often get hurt, and zoos will take them in and rehabilitate them to full health. And they'll either release them back into the wild, or they will take care of them for the rest of their life and make sure they get everything they need to survive happy. Animals in zoos are fed all the right nutrients and food needed for them to be healthy and happy. Veterinarians and scientists at zoos are constantly working and doing research to learn more and more about every species. The research that they do will help them develop cures for diseases, find out the causes for species becoming endangered, and even how to best take care of the animals that they already have in the zoo. The reason zoos have to do all this conservation and rehabilitation is because humans are really not taking care of the planet. And as a result, ecosystems are being damaged and ruining the life for all the other animals that we coexist with every single day. The research done at zoos will help shape the future to take care of our planet so all animals have the chance to survive on their own. Many species around the world are already going endangered or they're already extinct. Putting some of these species in zoos allows the species to be preserved and give them a chance to repopulate without the risk of them getting illegally poached or just hunted down by predators. While the concept of zoos have had much support, there are people who don't agree. They believe zoos kidnap animals and keep them in prison for entertainment for us. People see this because they only see that side of the controversy when there's a whole another side that does great things for the environment, the ecosystem, and animals every single day. There are new discoveries. But these zoos are mainly funded by people visiting and admiring the exotic animals for entertainment. So sometimes zoos don't have enough funds as they should. So they might have to put down animals when they are really sick and they don't have the funds to continue their time at the zoo. So for a lot of people, it's really easy to assume that all zoos are doing that, and they're just kind of putting down animals whenever they get old or if they're not as big of a hit to the public. While most zoos don't actually do these things, there will always be people in zoos that will give a bad reputation to the zoo. People are also concerned that the animals are not living their natural life in the wild. By being raised in a zoo, animals will not develop many characteristics and instincts that make their species unique in the wild. Zoos try to create an environment for the animals to live in that stimulates their natural ecosystem, but many feel like they still don't have the proper area size, hiding, and many other characteristics that they really need. But zoos really do provide great care and protection to all animals. Zoos, they protect species from going extinct, or which are being poached in the wild illegally. A species protected in captivity provides a reservoir to the population so that the species won't end up extinct. Zoos give animals an opportunity to survive. While not all zoos are perfect, there are circumstances that are unfair to the animals, and these circumstances do need to be more controlled. But not every situation is perfect. But overall, without zoos, many animals would have gone extinct, and there would be extremely less knowledge known about the animals that we coexist with every day on our planet.